It all started 8 years ago with an idea for a game about automation. A game where you build a factory, defend it, optimize it, and scale it to insane sizes. A game full of machines, transport belts, robotic arms, trains, flying robots, and so much more. The idea became a prototype. The prototype turned into an early access game. And now, at long last, Factorio is ready to launch.
Hello and welcome my friends to a new game, and I hope you have enjoyed this small little video preview. This video was actually taken from the official 1.0 release of Factorio. So now you know more or less everything about the game you have to know before jumping into the game. And just one small remark from me personally, I've known about Factorio for longer than I've known about KSP. Even though KSP is my primary game, I loved Factorio and knew Factorio for actually a substantial amount longer than KSP, and it is and was always a very good game, and I really liked it. But I haven't played it for quite a long time now, and with the release of 1.0.0, I mean, that's like literally the best opportunity to start a new game. I mean, I have played it for some time, not too long ago, like half a year ago, but still, with 1.0.0, that's like literally the perfect moment to start a new game. And since we have here a pretty nice YouTube channel, of course we're going to do a Let's Play series out of it. And free play, next, I'm going to actually let's have a look here quickly on the settings. Like, I really like to have everything pretty much normal. The only thing is I need preview. There you go, the seed map. Okay, so we will be spawning in this area somewhere. Let's give me another seed. Okay, so desert. I like deserts. However, deserts are bad for pollution. So actually, I'm going to try out a new format of doing my videos here, at least here in this Factorio playthrough, which were actually from the same kind of the YouTuber that showed me Factorio, or where I found out about Factorio. They did the same thing, so I'm going to record more or less longer episodes than usual, and then just going to cut them well, not quite randomly, but apart in smaller pieces, so that would make them shorter than maybe a 40-minute episode. We're going to go for 20 minutes episodes, but there won't be a transition like thank you guys very much for watching until next time, and hello and welcome back. It'll be just a cut and then the video finished, and the next video just starts where the previous video ended actually. Okay, now let's have a look. So this is iron deposit, this is coal, cannot zoom, stone and copper, uranium and oil. So these are the resources that we have, and everything else I'm interested in having an interesting place to start from. Here, and the red ones are the enemies, the biters. Here is more or less our starting area as far as I understand that. There's nothing, so we're definitely gonna get for another seed. So this is the starting area. We have copper, iron, even more iron, some coal, water, uranium. Okay, that seems like a pretty good place to start actually. However, for mid game, oil is really far away. How that's a big deposit here in terms of oil. We can make a nice railway along this side, getting some copper and coal at the same time, but this would really slow down our oil progress. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for, however, this is again a desert. They're not the biggest. Well, deserts are fine. No, let's go for another map view, like for another seed. Okay, that's just desert. Copper, iron, water. Where's oil, air, and there? Uranium. Okay, well, you don't need uranium at the beginning, anyways. It's fine. There's just no trees whatsoever, and having some trees would be a bliss. Hey, that looks good. Some desert, some trees, oil, pretty well, close enough. Iron, copper, stone. Yeah, let's go. This is our map. Okay, in that case, play. So we've crashed in our spaceship. This is actually new. This wasn't. This animation wasn't there in the first. Previously. Okay, this is Factorio Free Play. Your task is to launch a rocket into space. You'll need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rockets on the start. Small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. Okay. So these are pretty much tips and tricks for people that don't know things. I'm going to quickly click through them. See if there's anything I don't know so far. Everything I know. Brilliant. Okay, so boom. Oh no, the other way around, sorry. So you do have the spaceship as your start. That's brilliant. That's cool. And you could in theory take it apart, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so nice debris. You can however take the entire thing apart to get some resources. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm not gonna take the spaceship apart because I think that's pretty. I'm gonna keep it. So first things first, let's take some wood here. Brilliant. Next up, the most important thing, we need iron. So you take some wood, furnace. You take the remaining of the wood, and there you go. Iron plates being made. Now let's get some more wood and even more wood. So that's why you're starting in a desert. Well, you don't have that much wood, but that's not even. Well, actually, frankly speaking, trees will be one of the biggest problems we'll ever have. So, if you zoom out, that's some trees. Well, the trees are. You know what? Let's talk about trees not yet. Too much trees in the beginning, he will ruin the gameplay. We need, give me that, we need automation. So these are the research, that's a tech tree. Can go down until you hit nukes, for example. Bam. That's a new edition, Spidertron. Huge thing. Okay, so this is the first thing we're gonna go for, research information. Taking our iron plates. What's the thing? We need stone. Oh yes, stone. So we've got coal here. Where was stone? Oh, there we have stone. These are cliffs that you can blow up, so you cannot run through them. You'll be able to blow them up in the future with things, well, with explosives, frankly speaking. And we are actually armed. Okay, so we've got first. Do we have enough for this one? Yes, we have. So give me one of these miners, and not that much. Give me a chest. Give me 5 chests. Okay, so now there's a chest. And we can go and cut some more trees. I need more. Oh, there's not one of these rocks. They give more stone just in one swoop. And now we go and take some more wood into this one, taking out the 17 iron plates. Next, we just have to build burner mining drills here. So these drills. We're short on iron. Okay. Before placing that, let's take this apart and oh, we get even some coal out of that thing. That's brilliant. Coal is good to feed into those burner drills and furnaces. So let's go and build one more furnace, and I think we'll have now enough stone for the foreseeable future. Actually, no. Let's take the wood out and give you half of the coal. And once you go through that, that will be pretty much all the stone we will probably need for the starting game, at least. Now we've got this. Build 2 of that. Build 2 additional of these. So we've got burner drills, and there you go for coal. You produce iron. Brilliant. We need more iron. But now comes the thing about these drills. You can see the small arrows there. That's where they will drop their coal. So I just threw one piece of wood inside of this burner drill, and now it will feed the produced coal into this burner drill, and this will burn that produced coal and feed this one. This is a positive feedback loop. So in the end we can just run around and pick up the coal from these two. They'd have to take a chest or something or feed them with new resources and things. Okay, brilliant. Now we've got 3 additional of these, and we've got some spare ore, so you can throw it in here. Next up, we're going to start our copper production. So there we go. Let's take 2. Whoa, that's new. If I press Q, usually if you have something hard in your hand, you press Q, you get rid of it. If you press Q a second time, you get it back. That's brilliant. Okay, we don't have enough coal for these contraptions. Coal. There we go. Now we have some coal. We're starting to run low on stone. How things looking here? Yeah, you're producing stone. Okay, cool. And we are armed with a pistol, just as a side note. Give me another one of these here. So you get some coal, you. And you get some coal as well. In the meantime, you get some wood, and you get some wood as well. Now we are producing copper plates. Brilliant. So that's like literally the first thing. Now we don't wait, we just increase the production. Taking iron plates, building burner. Well, I don't really want to build that many burner inserters. Slowly but surely we should start going into the electricity department, because, well, who would have thought electricity is very important? We need coal. Actually, give me 2 of these. Now you can see this one will feed in this direction, this one will feed in that direction, and you'll feed in this one. So we've got here a nice positive feedback loop of 4 of these burner drills. So now these ones are also producing iron plates. Brilliant. You two are producing copper plates, even though we don't really need them yet. Apart from copper wiring we don't even need copper wiring for the first science packs, okay? You burning here nice and happy. That's good. Okay, so first science packs, these things, let's build some iron gear. We need more fuel. I guess I should improve this contraption a bit more. How we have 40 units of coal now. Give me that. You get half of it. You have a couple. You produce iron. Brilliant. Now we've got 80 of these. And next up, we build one offshore pump. We build two boilers. Build me 2 steam engines. We need copper plates. And we are out of coal again. And this one's out of fuel as well. So our biggest issue is coal. Okay, in that regard, let's build another 2 of these. Add another 2 furnaces just to have a couple of them spare. You and you. And you feed into this one. There we go. Taking out the remaining of the coal. Okay now. And the stacks are 50. So you get a bit, you get a bit. There we go. Now I have 1 coal left. That's not quite good. Give me a bit. Thank you. You get half of it and you get the other half of it. You have no thingy yet. Now we need to produce, gather some wood to build some more power poles. Chopping wood, chopping wood. I mean, like, the world record in this game is actually completing the game in just under 2 hours. But we will nowhere near, we'll never get to these 2 hours. It'll probably take 10, 15 hours or something. But anyways, it's a fun game. Didn't have to rush through it in my opinion. Okay, now we're building power poles out of pretty much all the wood we have, all the copper we have, frankly speaking. Now we're here at the water, at our small lake. Going to give me the map view. That seems okay actually. Let's take there we go. Now this is our offshore pump. That's one of the weird things. It pumps out water even though it doesn't use any electricity. But I'm not going to complain about that. So, details. Okay, so now the 2 boilers at least. Well, we need, frankly speaking, 1 at the very least right now. So I'm going to leave 1 space here and here 1. This is just for expansion and future expansions. More pipes. Sam, you could build that in a less pipe using way, but I want to at the very beginning, right at the very least. For the time being. Okay, so these are 2 steam engines and power balls. So you going to connect these one for the future, and you as well. So this way we have now our electricity. Well, it's not working yet because the boilers don't have anything to burn to heat up the water that will spin the steam engines, but at least we have it set up. Opa. Do you have something inside? Yes, you. Oh, this. Oh, okay, so that's like. You can take it out. No, keep your iron plates. Please, thank you. Same goes for the spaceship here. Take a couple of iron and copper plates. Why? Because I can. That's just me being silly right now. But I don't care. I want to have these things inside the spaceship. Maybe I'm actually going to. You're ruining the grid. Okay, well in that case you go away. Do we get the part of the spaceship? No, we take it just away. Let's just like the trash being thrown out. That's not a good. Well, it's a great thing, but I want to keep the spaceship there just because it's beautiful. Okay, so now we are constructing here the. Well, a nice. Well, it's symmetrical. Yeah, actually, yes. Just a even grid of power poles for the future expansion to have some sort of grid to orient ourselves to. And that's something I just like to do. It's just an influence. Okay, from another YouTuber. He was always really annoyed when the grid was not functioning and he had to, well, no longer in that order, and he had to place something somewhere else because otherwise the contraption, the machine that he built, wouldn't work. I'm not that, you know, annoyed by these kinds of things, but I still like having, at least as a basis, some things staying the same. Okay, so there we go. That's again weird, but anyways, I don't care. Next up, we need coal to fuel these guys, and a bunch of iron and copper plates. Okay, we need more copper plates by a huge number. Okay, now we've got some copper plates. Can build these two automation science packs. You're done with the ore plate. So these fields can be exhausted. Well, will all be exhausted once you've mined enough of them. And next, well, actually, put you up there. There's some ore patches, and so I hear some. Okay, smack, and we don't have any coal. And you are all full with coal. Brilliant. Now we have enough coal to fuel our thingies, our machines for a time at least. So after we build these science packs, we go and build one lab. The lab is what will enable us to do research. Okay, so you give me the wood, you get some coal, and this way will produce copper plates. Now same goes for the iron plates here. And by the way, you can play this game in multiplayer, and I have actually started recording this well, Factorio, like I said, half a year ago around, with a good friend of mine in multiplayer. However, we only recorded like 2 or so episodes before he didn't have enough time to continue playing, and then I decided, you know, for 2 episodes it's not really worth it uploading these 2 episodes, so that way you never saw them. About throwing in our science packs into the laboratory that we've just placed. Oh, and I totally forgot to bring along coal. That's something that will happen probably quite a lot of times here. You want to do something, but then you get distracted by other things, like me chopping wood here, and you forget to do the thing that you were actually doing. And here into the quick bar, I selected and smacked down here these couple of things. Same goes for these furnaces, and I'm going, oh, that's an electric drill. By the way, these are the electric drills, bigger and more badass. And the light green patches where they are mining, so they're mining not only where their model is, but one's tile up and down and left and right from it, so covering bigger area. Now onto the coal. Give me coal, all the coal. And the radar is also something I'm gonna build. Radars are nice. Okay, now we have some coal, we have some science packs. We can build the next one, but that would be just a waste of resources for the time being. So 1 stack of coal for each of you, and we got electricity. Brilliant. And you can see here in the top right corner the automation thing starting to be researched onto the radar dish, the biggest consumption thing we can have right now. And that's our electrical grid, actually, by the way. So you can see here for 1 minute, nothing. We threw the engines on, bam, 50 kilowatt, yeah, and then the radar dish with 300. So that's it, and this is the production side. And cool numbers and thingies, going to talk about that when we will go into more depth with that. So one of the most important things are transport belts, and we need a ton of them, because one of the first things I want and like and suggest to automate is the coal production. Well, not the coal production, but rather the supply of electricity. And the electricity is at the moment dependent on me running up there and throwing in some coal into those boilers. And because, well, frankly speaking, A, I can't be bothered, 2, it's a pain, and 3, that's exactly the entire purpose of the game. We will build 2 electric mining drills down here that will feed coal up, building more of these. So first up, finish automation. Now you can build assembling machines and long-handed inserters. Next up, logistics. Go. Add some more cool things with transport belts. The weird contraption things that I'm building right now in my inventory. Okay, so there we go. Taking a pole and dragging. So much so for that. Dragging the power grid down here. Let's see if we have enough power poles. Yes, we have. There you go, it's looking weird, but anyways, there we go. Good, now transport belts, important thing to have. And now we bring the coal that is being transported on these transport belts. Who would have guessed it? And actually this is just precaution for the next expansion for iron and copper. And we need way more transport belts. And this is approximately the right height. And I just dragging them all the way up to 8. Actually, it's not enough. We'll have to do another expansion to the left. So let's take these ones here off. Build 5 of these. So we'll need them in the future. Drop off some coal and take the iron. And build more transport belts. There you go. Now here comes the coal, as you can see, on this transport belt. So brilliant. Now I'm going to divert it to the left, and I can take it up all the way. I hope. Okay, that's close enough, and that's not close enough. So now we just take inserters, grabby thingies, and there we go. Now once the coal, there we go, this coal will go all the way up here, and then these 2 robotic arms will put them into the boilers, and that way our electricity is automated. We don't have to care about the electricity right now until it runs out, and that will be once the coal patches will be empty, and until that point we don't have to bother with coal. At least don't have to bother with the coal for the electricity, that is. We still have to bother for the coal for the mining drills, but not for too long, because next expansion is doing everything electric, like the mining and building assembling machines later on. First of all, let's go and bring the new 5 science packs into that laboratory, and in the meantime like that, ditching all the iron into that contraption thing. Give me more of these. Make electric mining drills. Going to start down here. And what kind of pattern shall we go for? Okay, I want to just take all of the things so that we don't have to replace them in a weird position in the future. So you go till this patch, so you can take that one, And for symmetry, you and you. So you will be the first ones to drill for iron ore here. Congratulations, my friend. My friends. Okay, now we've got some iron running. Brilliant. So, first iron production in electric form. Check. Go this way here. This way we will not run over the ore itself. There we go. So, come on, missing it. And here we will build our smelting area for iron towards the right and for copper towards the left. And up until now, frankly speaking, it has been always on the other way around. By pure coincidences, really. That the copper deposit was to the right and the iron deposit was to the left, in comparison. Like pretty much always, I think. At least in the worlds I can remember right now. Okay, so we need more iron. You're still doing no, we still need a couple more of these. Okay, so next contraption thing, we need more inserters and we need logistics too. Well, logistics, just that thing there. That's why I'm building these. And furnaces. Let's go for, let's say here. And like 1, 2, keep one apart, 1, 2, keep one apart, 1, 2, like 1, and then like that. That's the idea. And new furnaces, and that's well because here one line. And here we'll run the second line, and in between there will be electricity, something like that. Brilliant. We need more, definitely we need more of everything. You don't have, because you don't have any resources left. Burner mining drill, there is one. You can just feed into this one as well. For the time being at least. We need more transport belts, gazillion times of transport belts, gazillion of these. Copper. And we need more fuel for you. Next up, research, how things going, how much do you need? 15, probably just 2 or 3 more, then we're done with that. Now transport belts. This is completed, and then this will be turned around in the future. I can see that. But for the time being, that's all right. Give me inserters. Just keep that rolling in that direction for the, just to show it for this moment, for that, well, right now. Okay, got some inserters to work on that, got some inserters to work on that. And there we go. Next up we have you guys, perfect. Next up, either all optics like turrets, stormwall, military, electronics, steel processing. No. Let's go for optics for the time being right now. There's nothing that we will rush right now anyways. So it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, I can't believe that my inventory is done in that case. build me 5 of these, and then a couple of those, and we need more iron for this contraption. Furnaces are good. Do we have enough iron? Definitely not. Okay, we need splitter, underground belt. So now the real fun of Factorio starts. There we go. You can take this. We have here 1 lane of coal. Now we split it. Well, smacking the splitter. And now we have 2 lanes of coal. Well, obviously half of it goes to the left one and half goes to the right one. I guess that's obvious. But now we build this lane here, and he will actually build another splitter. At least for now we're gonna build their splitter. Let's just phrase it that way. Because in the future we'll have to do... Oh no, cancel, I need another splitter, thanks. Because at least for now, this is enough. I mean, we don't have any transport belts. So for now, there we go. Now the coal can go this way. Now you can take the red inserters that go 1 tile over to pick up the coal and feed into the furnaces. And that's why we'll have 2 with the small poles. That's in this here. With the small poles, you need to have 2 poles, 1 to the left and 1 to the right of the furnace to cover the entire contraption thingy. So this one is over. There you go, just rather make it in this direction. Okay, now we have not enough red inserters, so building more inserters. There you go. You, and you, once you get 1 tile further, brilliant. So now we have a first, well, I wouldn't call it production, but we now have iron plates being produced without me doing anything. Well, that was actually here already, but now they're not just being in the furnaces, now they're at least on the transport belt. That's already a start, right? Let's quickly check the time. Half an hour. I guess let's leave it at this for the first episode without even cutting the episodes apart. So I hope you enjoyed this new interesting game, and I'm definitely going to keep playing it. And with a small introduction in the beginning, I hope you have at least gotten some sort of information about it. However, even if you don't really get understand what I'm doing, just keep watching. Trust me, it was the same for me in the beginning as well. You just have to watch like 3, 4, 5 episodes, and then you know everything about the game without me talking about it even. So yeah, with that said, we've started our production. We have iron plates going, nice, electricity secured. I think that's a pretty decent start. So on this note, thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time, Spaceship signing out.